My father died 2 weeks ago. At his funeral, a stranger stood in the back, crying harder than any of us. When the service ended, she walked up to me and said, "Hi, I'm his daughter too." Okay, so my father died 2 weeks ago. Heart attack, sudden, devastating. He was 72, healthy until he wasn't. The funeral was small, close family, a few friends, me, my mother, my brother, my aunt. That's it. Quiet, dignified. Exactly what Dad would have wanted. We were standing at the graveside when she appeared. A woman, maybe 35, dark hair, nervous energy. She stood at the back, watching, crying. I didn't recognise her, neither did Mom. "Who's that?" I whispered. Mum shook her head. "No idea." The service ended. People started dispersing. And this woman? She walked straight toward us, toward me. Her eyes were red, puffy. She'd been crying hard. "Excuse me," she said, voice shaking. Are you Richard's family?" "Richard, my dad." "Yes," I said carefully. "I'm his daughter. This is his wife. Can we help you?" She took a breath, a big breath, like she was preparing for something huge. And then she said it, the words that would change everything. "I'm his daughter too." Silence, complete, total, frozen silence. My mother went white, actually white, like all the blood drained from her face. My brother stepped forward, protective, angry. "What did you just say?" "I'm Richard's daughter. My name is Claire. He's my father. I know this is shocking, but it's true. He had an affair with my mother 35 years ago. I'm the result. An affair 35 years ago. Before I was born, before my parents were married." I looked at Mum. She looked destroyed, betrayed, broken. "That's impossible," Mum said, voice cold, hard. "Richard would have told me. He wouldn't have kept a secret child for 35 years. Claire pulled out papers, old papers, letters, in my father's handwriting. He wrote to my mother for years, sent money, stayed in touch. He knew about me. He never told you. Never told any of you. My mother made him promise she didn't want to ruin his life, his family, so he kept me secret until now. I took the letters, started reading, and oh my God, they were real handwriting, real signature, real Dad. Dear Margaret, I hope this finds you well. Enclosed is this month's support. Please let me know if Claire needs anything. I wish things could be different. Support, monthly support. For 35 years, he'd been sending money, staying involved secretly while living with US, while being our father, while pretending he didn't have another daughter. Mom snatched the letters, read them, started crying, hard crying. How could he do this? How could he lie for 35 years? Claire looked guilty, sad. I'm so sorry. I know this is awful timing, but when he died, I felt like I had to come, had to say goodbye, had to finally meet you, my siblings, my family. Family. She wanted to be family. My mother looked at her with pure hatred. You are not family. You're the product of my husband's affair, of his lies. You have no right to be here. Claire's face crumpled. I didn't choose this. I didn't ask to be born this way. Get out. Mum's voice was ice. Get out of here, now, before I call security. Claire looked at me, pleading, desperate. Please, I just want to know my father's family. You heard her, my brother said. Cold, final. Leave. Claire left, walking fast, crying, and I stood there, feeling wrong. Something felt wrong. Not just the affair, not just the secret, something else, something I couldn't put my finger on. That night, I couldn't sleep, kept thinking about Claire, about the letters, about Dad, and something bothered me, the dates. the dates on the letters. They started 35 years ago, but my parents got married 37 years ago. If Dad had an affair that resulted in Claire, it happened before the marriage, maybe even before they were serious. That wasn't an affair. That was a relationship that ended, a past relationship. Why would he keep that secret? Why would he hide a child from a previous relationship? I called Claire the next day, got her number from, honestly, I'm not even sure how. I found it. Claire, it's me, Richard's other daughter. Long pause. I didn't think you'd call. I need to ask you something. When exactly were you born? What's your birthday? March 14th, 1989. Why? I did the math. March 1989. My parents got married in June 1987. Claire was conceived after the marriage. This wasn't a previous relationship. This was an affair, a full-blown post-wedding affair. Claire, my parents were already married when you were conceived. This wasn't some past relationship. This was cheating. Silence then. I know, my mother told me, but she also said, your father didn't have a choice, that it was complicated, that there were reasons he stayed with your mother instead of being with us. Reasons. What reasons? Did your mother ever say what those reasons were? No, she just said it was complicated, that he was a good man in an impossible situation, that he did his best for everyone. I hung up and I made a decision, a crazy decision, but I needed to know, needed to understand, needed proof. Claire, I want to do a DNA test to confirm, to make sure you're really his daughter. She agreed immediately. I want that too. I want to prove it, so your family will accept me. We both did the test, sent samples to the lab, and waited. 2 weeks, 2 long weeks, and then the results came. I opened mine first, read the summary, and my brain stopped working, completely stopped. Results: 50% genetic match. Relationship: sibling. Sibling, not half sibling, full sibling, meaning we shared both parents, not just a father, both. But that was impossible. My mother was my mother, and Claire's mother was Margaret. Different women. Different mothers. This couldn't be right. I called the lab. There's been a mistake. The results say we're full siblings, but we have different mothers. That's impossible. The geneticist was patient, professional. Ma'am, the results are accurate. You and the other individual share approximately 50% of your DNA. That indicates you share both parents. But we don't. We can't. Then there are only a few possibilities. Either you were both adopted by the same parents, we weren't, or one of you is mistaken about your parentage. Mistaken. About my parentage. What do you mean? I mean, if you share both genetic parents, but you were raised by different mothers, then either your mother isn't your biological mother, or her mother isn't her biological mother, or there's something else going on that you're not aware of. I called Claire immediately. Claire, we need to talk. In person, now. We met at a coffee shop. She looked nervous, hopeful. Did you get the results? I did. We're full siblings, Claire, not half. Full, which means I couldn't say it, couldn't make it real by saying it out loud. She stared at me. What does that mean? It means one of our mothers isn't our actual mother, biologically. It means someone's been lying. We sat there, both of us, trying to make sense of it, and then Claire said something that made everything click into place. My mother couldn't have children. She tried for years. IVF, everything, it never worked. And then suddenly, miraculously, she got pregnant with me. She always said I was her miracle baby. Her one miracle, couldn't have children, but got pregnant miraculously. Claire, what if you weren't hers, biologically? What if someone else carried you? Her face went pale. Like a surrogate? Or, I couldn't say it, but I was thinking it, thinking the impossible, the unthinkable. Or what? What if my mother was pregnant and your mother couldn't get pregnant and they switched? They gave you to Margaret and kept me. Claire looked like she might be sick. Why would they do that? I don't know, but it would explain everything. Why you and I are full siblings. Why Dad sent money. Why he kept you secret. Because you weren't his secret child. You were his child and my mother's child. But you were raised by Margaret. We needed proof, more proof. We went to my mother, together, confronted her. Mom, I need you to tell me the truth about Claire, about Margaret, about what happened 35 years ago. She looked at us, at me, at Claire, and her face broke. She knew we'd figured it out. How did you find out? DNA test. We're full siblings, Mum, not half, full, which means Claire is your daughter, not Margaret's. So tell us, what happened? Mum sat down, started crying, and then she told us everything, the real story, the secret she and Dad had kept for 35 years. I got pregnant, twins, you and Claire. I was having complications, high-risk pregnancy. The doctors said carrying both babies was dangerous, that I might lose both of you or lose my life. They suggested selective reduction, aborting one to save the other. I couldn't do it. I couldn't choose. Margaret, my best friend, your father's ex-girlfriend, she'd been trying to get pregnant for years. Couldn't. She was devastated. So we made an arrangement, an impossible arrangement. She agreed to pretend she'd gotten pregnant, to fake a pregnancy. And when you were born, when both of you were born, we'd give Claire to her. She'd raise Claire as her own, and I'd keep you. That way, both babies survived. Both babies had mothers. Both babies had lives. I couldn't breathe, couldn't process. You gave away my sister. I saved your life and hers. You both would have died if I'd tried to carry you both. This was the only way. And Dad? He just went along with this? He loved Margaret once, before me. They dated. When she couldn't get pregnant, when she was broken over it, he agreed to help, to give her a baby, to give her Claire, his daughter, our daughter, your sister. Claire was crying, hard, gasping sobs. So Margaret isn't my mother? She raised you, she loved you, she was your mother in every way that mattered. She didn't carry you, didn't give birth to you, but she wanted you so much, more than anything. She gave you a beautiful life. While you kept my twin sister and never told me I had one, her voice broke. Did you ever think about me, wonder about me, miss me? Mum looked at her, really looked at her. Every day, every single day for 35 years, I looked at your sister and wondered if you looked the same, if you sounded the same, if you were happy. But we'd made a promise, Margaret and I, that we'd never tell, never disrupt your life, never make you question who you were. It was supposed to be forever. The secret was supposed to die with us. But Dad died, and I came to the funeral, and the secret came out anyway. Yes, Mum's voice was barely a whisper. And now you know, now you both know, and I don't know how to fix it, don't know how to make it right. Claire stood up. You can't fix it, you can't make it right. You lied, both of you, for 35 years. You gave me away. You kept her. You made me think I was someone I'm not. You are who you are. Margaret raised you, loved you. Margaret lied to me. You lied to me. Everyone lied to me. My entire life is a lie. She left, walked out, and I sat there with my mother who'd given away my twin sister, who'd kept me, but who'd chosen me. Why? I asked. Why did you keep me and not her? Mum looked broken, shattered. You were born first. By 3 minutes, I held you first, and when they said I could only keep one, I couldn't let you go. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. 3 minutes. I existed because I was born 3 minutes earlier. Claire existed with a different mother because she was born 3 minutes later. That's all that separated us. 3 minutes, and a lie that lasted 35 years. I left, went home, called Claire. I want to get to know you, my sister, my twin sister, if you'll let me. Long pause. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can forgive what they did, what they stole from us. They didn't steal. They tried to save us, both of us. They made an impossible choice in an impossible situation. They should have told us when we were old enough, when we could handle it. She was right. They should have, but they didn't. And now we were here. 2 sisters, twins, who'd lived separate lives, who'd never known each other existed, until a funeral, until a DNA test, until the truth came out in the worst possible way. It's been 6 months. Claire and I meet for coffee sometimes, awkward coffee, where we try to find common ground, try to be sisters. But it's hard because we're strangers who share DNA, strangers who should have grown up together, who should have known each other their entire lives, but didn't because of a secret, a lie, a choice made by parents who thought they were doing the right thing, who thought they were saving us, but really they were stealing from us, stealing each other, stealing a childhood together, stealing a lifetime. So if this story made you question family secrets or made you grateful you know your siblings, hit like and subscribe, because I've got more stories. Stories about DNA tests that revealed impossible truths. Stories about parents who lied for decades. Stories about funerals where strangers showed up claiming to be family, and sometimes they were family, just not in the way anyone expected, not in the way anyone wanted, but family nonetheless, complicated, messy, broken family, but family. My father didn't have a secret affair. He had a secret arrangement, an agreement with his ex-girlfriend to give her a baby, my sister, my twin sister, so she could be a mother, so both babies could survive, so everyone could have what they wanted except us. We didn't get what we wanted. We didn't get each other. We didn't get the truth. We got lies and separate lives and a funeral revelation that shattered everything we thought we knew about family, about parents, about ourselves. Claire still struggles, still angry, still grieving. The mother who wasn't her biological mother but was the only mother she ever knew. Margaret died 2 years ago. Never told Claire the truth, took the secret to her grave, just like Dad did, just like they all planned to do, until I did that DNA test, until I proved we were siblings, until the lie couldn't hold anymore. And now we're here, 2 sisters, twins, trying to build a relationship that should have existed our entire lives. Better late than never, maybe, but it's not better. It's just late. 35 years too late.